Hi everyone, welcome to another video of mine. Today I'll be taking you on a walk along the Carlton Gardens in the Melbourne Central Business District. The Carlton Gardens are nestled just north of the Central Business District and is a heritage gardens and is more than just a peaceful escape. It is a living museum of history, nature and innovation right in the heart of the Melbourne Central Business District. Spanning over 26 hectares, the Carlton Gardens are an oasis of greenery and grandeur. But behind every tree and fountain, here lies a story, one that begins in the mid-19th century. The gardens were laid out in the year 1850 onwards during the height of the Victorian Gold Rush era, a time when Melbourne was becoming one of the world's richest cities. And as part of a vision to transform the city into a European-style metropolis, city planners commissioned Edward Latrobe Bateman to design the gardens. What you see today is sweeping lawns, majestic avenues of elm trees, and intricate ornamental flower beds that still reflects Bateman's original plan. But there are more here to see than just a beautiful park. There is also the Royal Exhibition Building, which stands at the heart of the gardens, and you will be seeing that shortly. And it's one of the world's oldest remaining exhibition pavilions, built in the year 1880 for a Melbourne International Exhibition. It was a symbol of the city's ambition and status on the world stage. With its soaring dome and elaborate frescoes, the Royal Exhibition Building was the first building in Australia to be awarded the UNESCO World Heritage status. It also hosted the opening of the first Australian Federal Parliament in the year 1901, and is a building not just of beauty but of historical consequence. And next door to the Royal Exhibition Building is the Melbourne Museum. I didn't shoot any videos of the Melbourne Museum and surrounding areas, but I will actually go there next time and go just to the Melbourne Museum part and shoot some videos as well. So the gardens today are a playground for all, locals and tourists alike come to picnic, jog, play, run and unwind, and also to exercise. It is a place where history meets community life. And today was a wet day when I shot the video, so there were not many people actually in the park that day. As you can see, the ground was still wet and the weather was actually getting a bit colder as well, so not many people outdoors. So look closely and you will find intricate Victorian era fountains and an ornamental lake that reflects the surrounding trees. These water features aren't just decorative, they were carefully planned to enhance the tranquility and symmetry of the gardens. Each season paints the gardens in a different light. In spring, the flower beds explode in color. In autumn, which is the season that we are in now, the leaves turn golden and crisp. The gardens are a living canvas, changing from times yet remaining timeless. The Carlton Gardens are also a biodiversity haven. You'll find brush-tailed possums, sulfur-crested cockatoos, native bats, and it is a reminder that even in the heart of the city, nature does thrive. And you'll see the ornamental lake here. That is one of the ornamental lakes. There are quite a few around the area. Throughout the year, the gardens play host to festivals, food market and outdoor cinema nights. The outdoor cinema nights are mainly in the summertime and early autumn and late spring. It was a bit too cold during winter, so there's not outdoor cinema nights during winter. The space isn't just for quiet reflection, it's a stage for Melbourne's vibrant culture. The Carlton Gardens remain serene, dignified, and enduring, a gift from the past, a sanctuary for the present, and a legacy for the future. I would really like for everyone who decides to come to Melbourne to have a look at the Carlton Gardens. Even if it's just for a walk around the gardens, you don't have to go inside the building, inside the exhibition building, and you don't have to come here for exercise. It is just like a nice area to walk. Don't have to walk fast, as the stroll will be nice and take in the scenery, especially the Royal Exhibition building, which is actually coming up soon. So it was actually a bit cold when I shot the video, so I was trying to walk a little bit faster to keep me warm. But it was actually a nice day. Actually, I haven't been inside the building for quite a number of years. I don't remember exactly last time I went, but I did go in for something, just don't really remember what it was that I actually went in there for. So that's just a 360-degree view of where I was standing. So that is the building, and they were having some event also as well. Didn't see what it was for. There is also a coffee food truck that is there on the other side of the building that I did notice. I didn't get the coffee from there, but I was tempted to actually go and get some coffee. But I did get coffee after I shot this video, but it was at a different location, and I actually did sit down for a while and had coffee along with ham and cheese toasted sandwich, which was actually really good. So that was very much brunch for me. So this was shot in the morning, on a Friday morning. So that's actually a nice day, but it was unfortunately wet and cold, and it was raining throughout the day, but with breaks in between. So there's a nice view of the building as well, and there are quite a number of little ponds and lakes, etc. And one of the main features as well is the fountain, and that's the main pathway that leads up to the exhibition building. And you would probably see one of those photos of the fountain and the exhibition building in the background, which is also like a major tourist attraction. I'm not exactly sure how many people actually come here to visit every year because of the number of festivals and events that happen, but I would highly recommend coming here at least once, spending some time here. And if it's like warm, I would also recommend having a picnic as well. But if it's cold, you can just go for a walk, even in the rain as well. That is actually quite nice. I have actually walked here in the rain, and it's actually quite good. And then that depends on your own perspective, like your own decision, whichever you would like to do. Preferably for me, I like coming here on sunny days, especially in the warmer weather, as it's coming up to winter for us and weather is absolutely freezing, and it does rain a lot in winter as well. So if you're looking to come to Melbourne, I would recommend coming in spring, as in September to November, or summer, which is December to Feb, or early autumn, which is March and April. So May to August is cold, at least for us it's cold. It does get down to 1 degree Celsius at night, and roughly 15 to 18 degrees during the day Celsius. But it does get colder. And at night it's absolutely freezing, and in the early mornings when I go to work it's cold. I leave home at 6:30 a.m. and it's absolutely freezing when I go. And especially when it's like 2 or 3 degrees. And there is actually frost in the early morning, which I do see. But by the time I actually get up, like go home, the frost disappears. So pretty much during winter I hardly see the sun, just because I'm indoors. But during my lunch breaks I actually go for walks. So that's one of the fountains. That's the main one in the Carlton Gardens, which you would see in like all the photos. Coming up is also another small lake with another fountain. And the bench that I actually sat on actually did say for all the people who are missing people, that was on the bench that I sat on. I sat there for a while, and I was just looking at the fountain as well. That's the one that is coming up. No. If you made it this far, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And also please leave a like and a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. There is a little bit left on the video. I hope you enjoy it. And I will see you on my next video. And thank you everyone for watching, and have a wonderful day ahead. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the video and the gardens.